Hi guys. Just waiting to see if anybody pops on, and even if they don't, we're gonna pet anyway, and there will be this will be posted on my channel. So hi everyone, Happy New Year, Feliz Unos Nuevo. Hi to those who are here. We're just gonna give it a few minutes. I know it's early on a work day. Okay, well, greetings. This is Sassy Diva JJ. If it's your first time here, welcome. Find time to subscribe. Find time to comment. Like I said, there's no one here on the live now, but this will be posted up on my YouTube channel. So, just want to go over how I feel after being here in Merida, Mexico for the past, tomorrow night, late night, will be 2 weeks that I've been here. I've lost some nails, too. This one popped off last night. So I'm gonna go get my nails done. I already pretty much know where I'm gonna go, me and MJ, but they're gonna be shorter. Just, not that I don't, I'm accustomed to dealing with my long nails, but this is going to go a little shorter or cut them down altogether. And so that's neither here nor there. So I have on this very old t-shirt, you guys. It's a little quick story on that. My mom gave me this t-shirt a while back. I believe it was, it was a while back. I want to say in the 90s when the movie did come out. I don't even think it had gotten to, it was 2000 yet. So it's a very old t-shirt. I wear it because I love it. So I will tend to wear it, but all the girls, this is a Waiting to Exhale t-shirt, child. So that's supposed to be waiting to, and then exhale is on the bottom. But all the ladies' faces are just cut out, rubbed out. This t-shirt made me really pay attention to when I'm buying t-shirts, if they have that, that the artwork is the way it's embedded. So there's some that your t-shirt will just fade naturally, but then there's some you can buy and you can just feel the grittiness, the silk screen. I think it's that silk screen that does that. Anyway, I'm not a t-shirt artist, but I do pay attention, and I know certain t-shirts that will end up like this. And this is just fine with me because I love it. But the funny part, I'm getting to that. When I visited my mom in Chicago, I stayed there for 3 weeks in November, and that encompassed Thanksgiving. One day she pulled out this. Now I had it in my suitcase, but I had not worn it. So she pulled it out. Hers looked spanking, not spanking brand new, but much newer than mine. She didn't wear it to death, use it to death. So that was really so funny. I just thought it was funny. So then I pulled out mine, and I'm like, look, I appreciate it. She gave this to me. So another thing is that, let me start talking about my experience here in Merida. So I'm loving it so far. It's just a joy. I had already been here before, a couple of months prior, just looking around, just stayed here 2 weeks with my adult daughter, our dog, and just not in a tourist area, I'm not in a tourist area now. And just little things I've observed. that warm my heart. I do need to brush up on my Spanish, which I do intend to do. And I had been doing a good job learning it. It's just that several months before my move here, those were some of the most hectic and trying and challenging months because I had a lot to do. Sell a home, uh, get ready for the viewings of that every 5 minutes. It was something, y'all. Not to mention donating most of everything that you own that's just an item. So we brought a lot of items with us, but we mainly brought clothes, photographs, just and some memorabilia and things like that. But just not all I didn't bring a lot of physical copies of books, for instance. Didn't bring a lot of physical copies of CDs, for instance. Just things like that that were dear to my heart. Still, it is dear to my heart, but I've donated it for other people. Even the library that got a lot of my CDs, they're going to either use them in the library, sell them, or if they do discard them, they did promise it would not clog up a landfill, which sold me on that. I tried even offering them to friends. Hey, you want CDs? Hey, I have big giant JBL floor speakers. There were three-way speakers that I had loved for decades, y'all. I got those speakers, I want to say back in the late 80s. They were a gift, and I'm going to bring them with me. No, I didn't drive here bringing a bunch of stuff. No, it was time. Sometimes it's time to unpack, and that includes physical items, and it also includes like Erica Badu coined the phrase, girl, you just carrying too many bags, just baggage, period. And here in Merida, Mexico, one thing I'm not carrying around would be literally not a lot of baggage, and also figuratively, I just don't wake up with a whole bunch of baggage. So a whole bunch of I can't even really explain it, but it's such a, sometimes you can be around people, it's still a cold feeling, and just the coldness of the hustle, bustle, rat race. Like, how many hours can you work in one day? You're going to win a prize for the person that can work 10 hours, 11 hours. And a lot of times that doesn't come with a big, hey, you're the bomb, or hey, you get the most respect. I've talked about this before. And so, yeah, you guys, that is how I feel. So let's get started. So for one thing, I've purchased pretty much what I cook to eat, and just essentials such as even tequila, even my wine, my soap. Even though I'm in an Airbnb, this is the second one. I've stayed in this one before. The first one was so quaint and charming, and you can see some of it on other videos where I'm explaining I'm here or unpacking a bag from Walmart. And Walmart has become one of my best friends here. Walmart wasn't exactly my best, I didn't do a lot of Walmart shopping. Target was my place. I would go to Target, I would go other places that just was not a Walmart girl. Not to say I didn't shop there, because I did. I had a Walmart not too far from my home, as well as the Target was closer though. And I just like the atmosphere in Target. The atmosphere, and if you know how to shop Target, is same deals. You can save even more money. So Walmart is cool though, because they do carry some items that I really love, which would be my cotton rounds or that. So picture the cotton rounds, but big and more fluffy squares for cosmetic face cleansing and whatnot. So I love those. I did bring some of those with me. I'm running out though, and I haven't checked to see if they have those there. So it's just a lot of getting used to what's available, how to do what. For the first few mornings, I had been ordering McDonald's just to get some coffee, and come to find out, especially here at this second Airbnb, why am I doing that? I can just walk to the OXXO, which is similar to what we know as a 7-Eleven, let's say, and they actually do. I've seen some actual 7-Elevens here. So it's less than, you would count the steps to how I can get over to this OXXO. And this morning was the first time I got my coffee. I didn't have to order via Rappi, which is a delivery service that will, it's an app. You pull it up, you can order groceries and food, and it's less costly. And I've heard that the drivers get paid a better percentage than with Uber, but I've used both. But I got my home coffee. I need to be trying to order no McDonald's if I wasn't going out to a cafe. And a couple of times that's how we had our breakfast, going out to a cafe. I think I even have a video on that. So just little things like that, y'all. I mean, it was right there. I saw it yesterday trying to get somewhere else that I had decided to walk to. And me and my daughter were like, it's the OXXO right here. The last time we stayed at this same Airbnb, I would walk I took a different path to another OXXO that was further away. I don't know. So just things like that. Just, you have to research. Google. The Google locator is your best friend. You get up, and that's how I do. I find my cafe, type in cafe near me. I'll find, and you can have pictures of the food. You can even most times search the menu to see the prices. And so that's how I get around. It's so easy to me to just get around, but also you need to walk. Don't just rely on your Google locator. Okay, excuse me. Because even if it says, hey, something is 0.5 miles away, if it's in a whole different direction, then you're not going to know that there's an OXXO right there. Is not even a block away. It's about a half a block away, but you have to turn a corner or whatever. So things like that. And at the first Airbnb I was at last week, I immediately was trying to locate an OXXO, because we got there we got in town late. It was almost 10 p.m. and on the apps it was telling me that the OXXOs were going to close at 10. It was a whole lot of something. So, or it was this neighborhood place I found that was going to close at 10 in a few minutes. It was a whole thing. We spent the night very thirsty. We weren't hungry because we had Pappadeaux at the layover in Houston. We had Pappadeaux in that restaurant. Even though the layover, y'all, was 8 hours, y'all. And I think it really was 7 because of the time difference, but still, it's a long layover. But it went by like that. I love United. They had such an awesome lounge area that it was just so comfy, and it was awesome. So pretty much reading, resting. I think I went to sleep. Once we landed, it was so early, the Pappadeaux wasn't open, so that kind of broke up the Lolo, you about to make me cry. Yes, baby. You are about to make me cry that you're even on here. Thank you so much. We still gotta do some things together. I was in Chicago, girl. Your sister was so sick. I couldn't mingle with anybody. Even not per se. I call it an extended visit. I call it an extended stay, y'all. Hey, friend. Oh my God. Hi. So right now, I am here in Merida, Mexico. I'm so happy. My daughter's here with me. She's trying to get into a university. I know you were. I know you were. As soon as I walked in Mama's house, I got immediately sick, and it was a noticeable sick. But I had to show baby girl around, so when she would beg to go downtown, I would bundle up in one of Breezy's old starter jackets, Bulls. She bundled up in his old Black Horse jacket, so you know, the winter jackets, and we toughed it downtown. I pulled it together for her, but I was sick with the flu. It wasn't COVID. I didn't, girl. I didn't even think about that. Couldn't think, because I had all this going on. As you can imagine, if it was just in November and it encompassed Thanksgiving, we had already sold the house, was there. I had to go back to Maryland to get, my ortho took this part off, but she left these on. So I had to do that. It's something else I had to do. Oh, my brows. Y'all need to watch a video. I got my brows micro braided. It's ombre. That's why I have this hat. So lately in these videos, I have this hat, y'all, because my brows aren't supposed to get in the sun. So that was something else I had to do. So we left Chicago, stayed in Chicago 3 weeks. I was pretty much ill. I didn't even see my niece, my little baby niece that Marcus had. Lulu knows what I'm talking about. She knows that she knows that you only met Marcus, but you know I have 2 brothers anyway. So Marcus has a daughter. She's about 5. I didn't even get to see her. It was just me being sick. I told my mom it definitely wasn't COVID because I had taken the COVID test. What? We've been sisters. We have been related since before we met, Lulu. No matter what we tried to do, no matter what, we connected. And that's something that you and I would have done, blah, 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 about it together. Girl, we can ready to do this. Girl, we can ready to do this. I found the child, but we still, that's how you know it's authentic. We have not seen each other in decades. Oh, she did. Oh, she paid. Okay. And we still doing the same things, y'all. For people don't know, Lulu that's here on this chat, show her love. She has a channel that y'all need to support. Fran, go support Lulu's channel. She once again, I'm gonna get back to Mexico, y'all, I promise. Once again though, Kindred Spirits meeting. We love perfume. I have some videos on perfume, y'all check it out. But this one is the queen of perfume fragrance videos. She'll hip you up to fragrances you didn't know that you needed, and then you get like me, then you gotta wrap them up in t-shirts and wrap them up in jeans to move them to Mexico or move them to Brazil or wherever. So be careful buying all this perfume, y'all. But that's one thing that I didn't throw away, y'all. So anyway, back to this. It's crazy that you can use your locate to get around. You know, you just go into Google search, just like wherever you are, and it'll come up cafes near me, this and that near me. But and then I'll decide, can I walk or do I have to take an Uber? Ubers are $2, $3. I think the most I've paid is a little under $5, and maybe not even then. So, and something else. And I told you I've been doing the few trips I've made for things that I needed while in these Airbnbs. I've gotten from Walmart, which ain't my store, but for a couple of things I'll go there and then end up shopping for food. But y'all, it's everything, and Google location is everything. That's how I was able to get around so good in Louisiana. You just pull up your Google, you put it, tattoo shops near me. I got this tattoo shop in New Orleans during my Christmas visit in 2019. Luckily we went, right? Luckily we went in December 2019, because that had been on my, I hate to say bucket list, but that had been something I wanted to do. And Louise, we have to go to New Orleans together. Okay, so y'all, Fran and too, you too, go to New Orleans. So, okay, back to this, y'all. So, simple stuff. I bought some, yes, and it keeps you from getting lost. It keeps you from having to ask, and you get to know your environment, which is so important. People do things sometimes. People have come here, I watch little videos, and it's like, it's so much, it's such a hard thing to do. It's not hard. It's not hard. You've been there. Ain't it beautiful? I love it. It's me and Maya's favorite place to be. I just couldn't live there because I'd be forever, every day worrying about a hurricane. So you just have to try. It's nothing, and this is a new year, 2023. Louise can tell you, Fran that's on this live can tell y'all, I have been, this was on my vision board. This was a plan. Make a plan, see it through. It was a challenge. It still is a challenge because there's still some things I have to do. But what's not a challenge? You live in your everyday life, going to your everyday same old job, dealing with your family. Everything is a challenge, right? Everything was not. So why limit yourself because you're afraid of a challenge, which you resolve challenges, especially if you're a black woman. Not to discount anybody else's challenges. Everybody has challenges. But it's so much, y'all. It's so much. So don't think you're not already resolving challenges. So I'm at Walmart. I was gonna make this salad for, thank you. So I had decided, we get here the Wednesday before Christmas. Let me set the stage. So come that Thursday, we ventured to Walmart, and there's a video up. I want y'all to watch it. I think it's my walk to Walmart or something. It says I'm on a walking tour. But check this out, y'all. So I buy this dressing, this Good Value, which is Walmart's brand, ranch. I just picked it up, ranch dressing, because I was gonna make this salad and have a steak. You have to just go. It's such a good feel. It's Louisiana, New Orleans is my personality. Just leave people alone, let people be happy, slow, take care of yourself. The mental vibe there is, look, we ain't stressing over the shit. And if it get too cold outside, we staying in the house. The hotel I was staying at in New Orleans, the waitress downstairs, she was so cute, but she kept making sure she was our waitress each morning. When I finally decided not to be too stuck up, to use the hotel, I know they were looking at me the first 2 days like, what is she doing? Because y'all, people, Louise know. So I get this thing about myself, I'm walking, I look over at the restaurant breakfast. Okay, come on, Maya. We done found something on our location. We might go there. Third morning, I think my mind, you know how you settle down as you're on a trip, and I kind of glanced over for real, smelled all this good food, saw all kind of stuff laid out, and I kind of just went over. I'm like, they got grits. They special ordering your eggs. How do you want them? They got bacon, they got fruit, they got waffles. You make your own waffles. And I was like, what the hell were we doing? So anyway, so the waitress, it had gotten chilly. So it's December, it's New Orleans. It had gotten chilly to 50, it might have been 50 degrees. Yeah, child, when I get finished with my shift over, when my shift is over at 1 or whatever, I'm going in the house. It's too cold for me. And it was right before Christmas. So she had children. So I said, it's too cold for you? Yeah, I got Christmas shopping to do. But baby, I'm going in the house. I don't come outside when it's this cold. I love that mentality. If we would all learn to that how healthy is that? I don't do. It's too cold. I'm going home. If we would all learn to do that, So back to this ranch dressing, y'all. Good value ranch dressing. Thank goodness. So I was gonna have steak. I bought some steak, very affordable. Uh, New York strip sirloin. Nice, not hardly any fat. I got 2 steaks. Anyway, so I was gonna make this delicious salad, y'all. You know, a salad is as good as the dressing. Okay, y'all know that. Everybody know that. So I don't know what it was that made me, and me too. And it was getting cold right before me and Maya left Chicago too. But so y'all, I don't know what made me taste this ranch dressing before Christmas. Now I only had a couple of days because Thursday Christmas was this Sunday. And something made me open this dressing, and oh, we had bought some chicken from the Walmart, already cooked chicken, already packaged, 4 pieces or something. So I was going to dip this chicken, these pieces in this dressing. First of all, the chicken wasn't cooked done all the way. First of all, it was fried, it wasn't cooked all the way. Second of all, the dressing, and me and my daughter, we kind of looked, we didn't know what it was. Is it the chicken? Is it the dressing was the last thing on my mind. So I get the chicken, put it in the skillet, cook it all the way done. And here I go again. What's this after nasty, weird, cucumbery, some strange damn taste. Come to find out, it was this ranch dressing. That wouldn't, child, if I had waited till Christmas, poured this damn ranch dressing on my beloved salad, God is good though. He wasn't gonna let your girl go out like that. So when we discovered it, I said, well, we brought ranch dressing when we visited a couple of months ago. Kraft. So anybody watching this, you live in Merida, do this. Just get if you are accustomed to the ranch dressing taste. Now I know ranch is mixed with a lot of things. The packaged bottle sometimes does have cucumber ranch, so-and-so ranch, blah, blah, blah. But if you just wanted some ranch, because this wasn't mixed with anything, it was just ranch dressing. So the label, a Drizzo dressing, which just means dressing ranch. Same thing on the Kraft bottle. So luckily I had time to give me a Kraft bottle, so my Christmas steak and salad was not ruined. And I think on one of my videos recently, you could see a picture of that too. So that's one thing, you guys. Understand that when you go in, just because it's Walmart, a lot of things aren't going to be the same. You have to really read those labels. You have to ask questions. That's the only strange grocery item. That's the only strange grocery item. Hi, Danny. Hi. So that's the only strange grocery item, y'all, that I can think of. Another thing, if you're like me, I like coffee. I go to cafes. Excuse this nail, y'all. I'm going to try to go get them done. I'm on the rooftop of the Airbnb right now. I forgot to tell y'all. So I'm on my rooftop of the Airbnb. I wish they had apartments here that weren't too costly. I'm going to check into that because I love this. Like I said, I must have loved it because this was the second Airbnb the first time. I stayed in one Airbnb that I loved. Then I came to this Airbnb. And same thing. The first Airbnb, I really loved that one this time around. And I'm back here to this one. So things like that. Also, which this is people, I won't be the first person you've heard say this. When you're walking around, it's as though you're a movie star. And to me, I don't take it in a bad way. If Louise is still on here, she knows. Attention does not bother me at all. I've heard some people say, oh, they're staring, the racism is real, the this is such and this. Yo, girl. And the looks on their faces is nothing but pure, like I'm some kind of Janet Jackson for real, like Maya is some kind of Naomi Campbell's little twin daughter, sister or something. It's crazy, y'all. So I appreciate it because it's always met with a smile. It's not looking at me like, what you doing here? It's really kind of like, oh, they're pretty much happy to see me. Happy to see my daughter. And when they give verbal compliments, it even further grounds in how I'm taking it anyway. It's just nothing but a compliment. Happy to see you, or I'm admiring you. And that's awesome. So this is how I've been feeling. I've been here 2 weeks. What else? The Office Max or Office Depot I went to yesterday because I had to print out some documents for myself. That was a whole thing. A whole thing. I always had my own printer and whatnot, so I didn't really have to go there. Yes, Weezy, I met some people, child. I did, yes, I have. Met some people. But not only one person where we know how to contact each other, and that person is mainly has offered to, I'll even try to help you find an apartment. I'll even, I have contacts you may need, this and that kind of thing. So, but I've met people, but not like to take them away to be talking to them on a talking basis. But Louise, there are other people I met when I was here before, so I'll run into them when I go to the weekly Saturday walk. There's a weekly Saturday walk in a park, and there's a group that you meet on Facebook. There's a Facebook group that advertises, and especially once brothers and sisters get here and whatnot, you meet up at this park just to have some type of community. So I've met people that way as well. And then I knew somebody from one of my jobs that had lived here, but she left before I got back. She was here when I was here in April, and we saw each other at this walk. She saw Maya. I met her son. She had moved from Maryland years prior, but had moved to Atlanta, and then she moved like a year ago here, something like that. But she moved before I came back. We were supposed to go see the pyramids together this time because I was too tired last time. So everybody I meet is just so friendly, and they treat me like I'm some kind of queen. They treat Maya so good. It's always opening doors. It's always just sweet. So I call it soft living because unlike in America, I gotta pretty much either stand there and look at you like, didn't your mama raise you right? You really getting ready to not open this door? What's going on? I ain't talking about dates. I'm talking about just in general. I'm going to you. We at the door at the same time. You a big old man or even a little man. It don't matter. Open my door. Just period. But not really there. You got to kind of look. And then, let me get that. Here is just period. Just period. It's just so, everybody's so warm. And then the people that aren't really from here. So they've brought the U.S. with them, or the Canada with them, or the Australia with them, or they brought something with them. So you just ignore them people, because they ain't even from here no way, and then they looking at you like, how you get here, I could tell y'all this story. It's at the airport. So you know how you at the airport, and even though it was United, I still, once the boarding was getting ready to start, I kind of was gonna get up and you know how you're gonna stand up and try to get in some kind of line. So I asked this couple, I had my ticket, I said, hey, are you in group, what group are you in? I'm in group 3. Because I had paid for me and Maya to kind of sit together and all this kind of stuff. You can just sit however they assign you in United, or while you're purchasing the ticket, you can decide to pick a seat. There's another couple of $30 a piece or something. So I did that. So the lady says, not my culture either. So she decides to say, yeah, I'm not in a big rush. I don't know, I'm just here. I'm not in no big rush. So I'm like, was that my question? My question was, what's your boarding? I mean, All you do, I don't get it. I don't get it. So she said, yeah, what difference does it make? You know, I ain't in no big rush. We all gonna end up at the same place at the same time. So I got a little triggered. I was like, yes, I'm the firm believer of no rush, because you're rushing yourself to your last day on earth. Don't leave out the house if you don't have patience. I said all this. Pretty much saying we on the same page, but that ain't really what I asked you. But calm down. I'm not in a big rush. I'm just trying to figure out, should I be in front of you or vice versa. So then she decides to after I said what I said, she decides to repeat the same thing. So I took this deep breath. Lulu, no, my temper be I'm one of these Leos that I'm sweet as pie. I am like sweet as pie, but most people get it like I'm some kind of, who knows. Some just nasty, yeah. And what are you doing? I asked you, hey, hi. I was nice too. Everybody know I was nice. I said, oh, hey, excuse me, what? And I get this lecture. So I give my lecture about how that's true. I don't like rushing. Don't come out the house. Hey, yep, hey, Quinn. Quinn, I didn't recognize that. Okay, I didn't recognize how you show up on here. Hey, Quinn. So anyway, y'all. So I took this. By now, I'm seeing that you trying to, you doing something. You bringing that entitlement shit. You doing something. So I take this deep breath. And I just look down because I'm thinking, don't curse this lady out at this airport. Do not yell at this lady at this airport. You don't want no trouble. You don't want to be on no video camera at this damn airport. I know. I'm the same way. I know. So I took this deep breath and I put my head down like, which way this getting ready to go? So the husband finally says, what? It ain't through. Y'all think that's it? This not over. The man said, her husband says, or her male companion with her says, well, where are you going? So I look on the United board. It says, now boarding to Merida. That's what it says. So I looked up there. And I slowly turned around. You know how when you look someplace, everybody's attention goes there. I study behavior. So I knew that everybody's attention went right where I was looking. And then I slowly looked back. I said, Merida, have you ever been there before? So now you're coming with the assumptions. You was wishing you had caught me in the wrong airline because little old me could not be getting ready to go where your entitled ass is going. Is that what's coming? What, really? So, have you been there before? Yep. At this point, y'all, I just exited myself after a little more. Have I been there before? Oh, well, because I haven't been in 40 years. Okay, good for you. I'm tired of y'all. I still didn't get my question answered. I took me and my daughter back to a lounge area, sat down. When they called our group, we just stood up. We didn't try to get in line. We just stood up and got, we pretty much at the beginning at this point, since we just stood up and went on. So that kind of drama and that kind of bullshit, I left. I just left that behind. It's just tiresome. But that's every day in the States. Every day. Every single damn day. If it's not verbal interaction, then you get an email at work or this and that. It's always something. Everybody always bringing something. Just relax. So here I just feel so relaxed. And I have a lot of stuff I have to do. So it's still stuff to do. But only been here, what did I say, going on 2 weeks. Come tomorrow, late night tomorrow, Wednesday, it'll actually be 2 weeks. And I am just feeling great, feeling de-stressed. I do a lot of walking. I love this feeling like I matter, I count, I'm beautiful, I'm everything. Hey, we got your door. Hey, it's just beautiful. So you don't feel invisible, which I never read. It's a hard time for me to feel invisible, but that's because how I am. Just imagine people that you get walked over, you get crazy ass entitled questions and shit. Just imagine what that does to that person. And I'm close to somebody that's suffering through some type of mental breakdown, and it's just a lot. So I call myself, I'm protecting my mental health. I've been planning this I started planning this in the fall of 2021. And so during 2022, as per my vision board, I was determined to sell my house, be by some beaches, which I did in April. I haven't been to a beach yet here. But keep my ass by a large body of water. Like used to be in Chicago, I would go. I could walk from my house on the north side. I could catch a quick bus when I lived on the south side and be by a huge body of water. So I've always loved that. And even growing up, I could walk across the street to Washington Park, and there was a huge lagoon. I've just always loved water. And just wake up. Y'all see this? It's what, January what is it, y'all? January something. January the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever. See, I don't even have to keep track of what day it is. Ain't that crazy? It's January the 2nd, I think. Even thank you. It's the 3rd. But is that a great feeling, y'all? That I don't even know. I knew it was the 2nd or the 3rd. Thank you, John Quett. So, and look at this. I'm not shoveling snow in Maryland. I'm not trying to shovel snow off my car. I'm not trying to decide when I'm going to shovel snow off the sidewalks. I'm not trying to leave out the house already tired, and as soon as you leave out, it's so damn cold. Me, girl, it's a good feeling. You don't got to be knowing. So it just, I don't know. And it's just like the warm sunshine. We all know that's good for us. It's just amazing, y'all. And just to be surrounded by beauty. I love color. So just walking down the street, as you'll see if you watch my walking tour, Merida and walking tour, the colors of the outsides of the home. I had to decorate my house I had red walls. My daughter had a pink walled room that she wanted. Excuse me, my kitchen and dining room, orange. I did that in an apartment. I did that in my home that I just sold. So I'm a color person. I love color, y'all. And so you can just walk down the street and the whole house will be pink. One might be orange. Here go one red. To see all the stone. Child. To see the just tile. I'm up here on this roof. I'm getting ready to show y'all this tiling. Just on the roof, child. Okay, I hope y'all saw that. I couldn't see what I was doing, but I think you could see the tile, right? Beautiful mosaic. So it's just me. I'm going to be able to do a lot of reading. I know you did, friend. I know you did. And we got to catch up soon. I'm going to go in the group, and so we could catch up with everything, catch up everybody up, and then catch up on what you guys were doing in our mastermind group. So y'all, I'm gonna be doing some writing. JJ's second book hopefully will be coming out. It's a lot. So I've kept y'all for 40 something minutes. I'm gonna let you go, but just little things like that. Watch your food, watch your seasonings. People say bring your seasonings with you. I didn't do all that because I knew I would find something. I finally found some steak sauce, some actual steak sauce. I have to see how that tastes though. Because a nice couple in the store, you'll see on my Walmart video, recommended this green salsa sauce. When I was asking, he was like, what are you, here we go again. What are you guys looking for? Some steak sauce. And my daughter said it in Spanish. Oh, so they started, him and his wife, young couple, started just helping, looking. Then he came up with this. He says, I promise it's not hot. and it's seasoned, and you will like it. And we do like it. It is a little hot, hotter than I would thought, but just when you put it on meat or put it in something, that absorbs some of the actual hot. But it's not, you don't even have to do all this. You see what I'm saying? Oh, so and then I'm going to get to be able to grow my channel like I had always planned. I talk about perfume, one of my loves. I talk about beauty and fashion. I talk about just life. And now I'm going to be sharing my experience here in Merida, Mexico. So I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you so much for being on here. Please comment, please share. And y'all, when this actually posts, y'all go ahead and share it. I've been doing YouTube for like a decade, but I have definitely not been consistent. I was doing it back when if you just had a channel. Yeah, I am going to get on there, y'all. I'm so glad you caught it too. I've been missing you guys. I've been missing y'all so much, but JJ been so busy. I couldn't keep communicating when I'm trying to downsize the house. That's where y'all left off with me. Oh, I gotta sell my house. What am I do with all my stuff? All my books, all my CDs. So I did that. I got videos on how sad it was. Y'all watch that one. I'm sitting on the floor talking about almost crying, getting rid of these CDs. It was so sad, but I did it. It was worth it because I listened to all my music on Tidal anyway. Boom, we'll be playing CDs. Who got something to play the CDs on? It was just a love thing. So I'm just happy. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. I could almost cry now. I've been through so much. I lost a good friend. Most everybody on here knows at the beginning of the year is about to be that anniversary that my friend Erica died just unexpectedly. It was pneumonia, finally found out, and it just that she knew about my plan. She was not a naysayer or a type of when she heard about my plan. Neither was Lulu. It just was sad. And so my basement, the sump pump backed up. That got all flooded. Me and Maya bailing water. Now this might have been in February after we pretty much been to a funeral. The next day. So the next morning after the funeral, I'm like, what is that? None otherwise wrong with the basement, but your sump pump. Child, it was just too much for me. And in my house in Missouri, I didn't have no damn sump pump for one damn thing. It was just too much. So I was thinking about I could rent out my house. Airbnb wouldn't have really worked in my neighborhood. I did have 2 parking spaces, but I couldn't quite see that really doing. But so just renting out, that's a lot of stress, trouble. I'm trying to, at my age, eliminate stress and trouble so I can stay young as I can. And I'm still talking, y'all. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. Thank you for being here this morning. I really, really, really appreciate you. Sassy loves y'all. Sassy JJ loves you guys so much. Now, Fran, that's true. That's true, Fran. So I'm going to come back and share some more of, you know, how I feel about here. But you guys can tell I'm happy. Fran's comment, Fran is deep, y'all. Her comment just then got me thrown over. So I'm going to go. I love y'all. Have a nice Tuesday. And I'm getting ready to go try to do some online teaching. So I'm pretty soon know what day it is. I love you guys. I'll be back to share this. I was going into how I've been on YouTube for so long, but just never hardly get any followers. That's my fault. I'm not consistent. Back then I was already monetized, didn't know what that meant. They never made no money from YouTube, but I was in the lineup to do it. And so And I'm not doing it for money. I just love to be talking to people and sharing stuff. And I love talking about beauty, perfume, and now my traveling and this and that, and my books. I'm an author. Anyway, bye y'all. Peace.